Leah, thank you. We've been getting a lot of questions from viewers asking how to protect their homes over the next couple of days. This morning, we're getting expert advice from a local plumber. Danny Griffin, owner of Pipes R Us, is joining us. And we're so glad to have you because people have so many questions. So let's start off with this. If you look online, it says not to run water from the faucet inside a home that's furthest away from the water meter, or to do that. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
You need to be able to run it from the furthest fixture, because if you don't, you're not allowing the water to circulate through the house. So it has to circulate through the house to keep all the pipes kind of running so they don't freeze.
Okay. And do you run all the faucets or just that one?
Just one furthest from the front of the house. That's all you have to do, a pencil stream, not a blast, and you should be fine. And I recommend running the hot side, because that way you're bringing the cold in and it's circulating through the hot also, and that way both sides, hot and cold, are protected.
And who all needs to do this? Because we've had conflicting reports this week. Some have said only if your house is raised, but you're saying not so fast. Even some people whose houses aren't raised, it really just depends on where your pipes are.
Right, correct. And it depends on where your water heater is. It's going to depend upon, each home. When we go out on the air, we try to give the best general statement that we can, or recommendation, but each individual needs to assess their own exposure. Do you have a water heater on the outside of the house? Do you have a water heater in your attic? These are things that people need to look at to determine if they have to run water or not.
Another viewer wants to know, can we turn the faucet off when the temperatures get above freezing?
Yes.
Okay, and then do you have to wrap your pipes and do you have to wrap your PVC pipes?
Yes, I mean, any water line that's going to be exposed to the elements, you need to wrap it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be PEX, it could be PVC, it could be copper, it could be galvanized. It doesn't matter. If it's exposed to the elements, it needs to be wrapped.
All right, I didn't have any pool noodles and the insulation was gone at some of the stores I went to, so I did just use a normal kitchen towel. But as I was doing it yesterday, I was thinking, oh, this doesn't seem like it's enough. Is it?
I mean, truthfully, you can't really tell. I mean, something's better than nothing. So if you want to wrap it with a kitchen towel or a bath towel or whatever it is, at least it's providing some protection.
Another viewer says, I have a slab house that touches the ground. Would I need to do anything to protect my toilet during the freeze?
No, as long as you have heat on the house, it's going to be just fine.
And another viewer says, my house was built in Covington in 2008. It's a single story with copper pipes in the attic covered by batten insulation and plywood decking. The lines leading to my tankless water heater are not protected. I will set my thermostat in my living area at 65 degrees while traveling over the holidays. Are those exposed pipes in jeopardy?
Yes, and so is the tankless water heater. If your attic, the roof line's not insulated, and especially across the lake, because it's going to be colder and it's going to be over here, you want to make sure that you have some kind of heat source in that attic or running water. And unfortunately, if you're leaving out of town, the best thing to do is to call a plumber, have them come out, turn your water heater off, and drain the water down at your house. Okay,
and then what about people with pools? What do they need to know?
They need to leave them running. It's water. It's basically the same thing. If you look at it, the water is stationary inside these pipes. If the pool's not running, it's going to freeze just like a water line will.
Okay, and quickly give us your information. You sound like a very reliable plumber, so anybody who needs help today.
Basically, Pipes R Us Plumbing, we're going to be open through the Christmas holidays. If anybody has an emergency, we're making a list, and I would recommend to everyone, please get on the list as fast as possible, because last time we went through this, we probably had 300 phone calls within one day.
Especially a holiday weekend. Danny, thank you very much for your expertise.
Thank you.
And again, guys, if you're leaving your home for a few days, consider shutting off the water. This will help prevent pipes from freezing, but it should be done by a professional.